Hey guys, Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more of RimWorld, back with some more of Dweeb and the Mechanitor here, where I'd like to keep moving along with the SS gift box here. We've had a spaceship, we did nothing at all with it. It was vaguely camel-shaped, we might remember that. It was a terrible idea. This is the most efficient shape for any kind of spaceship, which is just a giant box, but it doesn't do much of anything. We're kind of vaguely getting the thrusters put together here, so we could start to do something along those lines. Put one there, and then you're going to be done with that sort of now-ish, right? So I can just keep hovering. Thank you. Put that one over there. Okay, thrusters are in, tanks are in, this is in, the launch thing isn't in yet. So let's put that thing maybe, I don't know, kind of over here-ish, like that. That seems like a good spot for that. And then I'd love to kind of divvy these up into, I guess some sort of dormitory or something like that. What have I got a lot of? I've got a lot of slate. That's super ugly, but they're going to have to put up with it. So let's get a slate wall going, say, like that. That could be a dormitory of some sort. Put that there, and then put that like there. I'm going to have to think. I'm going to need some kind of freezer going in here. What have I done with power? Nothing at all. There's absolutely no power in here of any sort. Nor is there any power generator, but putting that idea aside, one of the neat things about boxes, just bring this all down here, just do it in a nice, easy shape, and then give me the hidden one for the door there. That should cover the entire ship quite comfortably. I don't even know where we're going or what we're going to do, but this is what we're doing right now. We're doing a thing. So let's get a wooden door in here to the dormitory, and then let's put some beds in here. I know we don't have enough wood. It'll be fine. What do we think, like 5 beds? And that could also give me a little bit of room to maybe put in the dresser or something like that. Those are wooden beds, right? Nope, those are steel beds. No, 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 no. No, we're not doing that. We're doing them out of wood. We'll find some trees to destroy. I assure you, a wooden bed. Okay, wood, 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 wood. All right, I will find you some trees. All right, look at them. There's a bunch over here. Tons of trees right here, ready to get destroyed. Look at all those trees. Got plenty of trees around here. Am I staying here? That's really the question. And the longer this goes on, the more I'm staying here, because obviously we're not making any real moves to go anywhere. Stillwater, what are you teaching Baby Black? You're teaching a lesson about shooting. Good, that's a very, very important lesson, even though you're much, much better at melee. I should get you a weapon. I should arm this child and teach it to kill. I don't really have it. I don't even have the smithing bench. I can't even make anything good. What I am going to do, could we just get a loose team together here? I know, Beta, you're working on stone blocks. That's cool. Could we just get a loose team? I just want to destroy this thing real quick, and that way I can expand out my production room a little bit more than what it is right now. Also, I need like way, way, way better weapons because we are woefully underarmed here. Dweeb, you are not armed. Okay, come back over here. Okay, that didn't work out for the Dweebster there. Can we find, yeah, there you go, your bio-coated auto pistol. There you go. You know what, don't even worry, Dweeb, just go off duty. The lumpy Beta and Cello will take care of this. There we go, solved the problem. You're all off duty, thank you. No, everybody just go about your business. There we go. So now I can expand this out a little bit. How about we do that out of, say, granite? Let's do a granite wall, kind of like this-ish. And this will give me a little more room to play around here. Actually, while we're on that topic, why don't we continue the concept of replacing in short bursts bits of wall and try and get all these wooden walls to, not be wooden walls and not be insanely flammable. How are we doing over here? Oh, we've done nothing at all. We've done absolutely nothing at all over here. That's super awesome. And we need warm clothes, apparently. Are we making any of those? We could be on that. Burkas. No, we're not doing any parkas or anything like that. So how about we do, I don't know, do it until you have 5 of them. I don't care who's wearing them. I don't care what quality they are. Just do it until we have 5 at all times. That way they'll be extras for other people later, you see. If I did want to go somewhere, where would we go? Remind me what this is again. That's the ancient complex. What does that do for a living? We don't really remember. We don't really remember at all. Okay, we might pop over there. What we got going on down here? We've got a... Toxa potatoes. Probably not. And there's 8 people there. We're probably not going to fuss with them. What's going on over here? We've got an ancient quarry gold. Just got flat out gold over there. Okay, that could be something fun to do. Let me think about, if we're going to be away for a long time, how about a freezer of some sort? So do a granite wall. It doesn't have to be anything huge. Just enough to kind of, well, put some food in there, largely. So put that in there, and then do a cooler in here. Batteries. That'd be a real good thing to have in here. That would, you know, kind of keep us going. Wherever we land, we're going to have to put up some kind of power, but that could kind of keep us going until we have that in play. But that's going to cost me components that I don't really have. 2 components per battery. And someone in comments, I don't know if it was this run or one of the other ones, told me something I didn't know in RimWorld, which is not that hard to do. There's lots of things I don't know. But this one was really interesting. Apparently, if you've got a full battery, and then I uninstall it, take it somewhere else and then install it, it still has the full charge on it, which is very, very fun. So I could charge up a bunch of batteries here, pack them up. I wouldn't even need to necessarily install them, and then when we get there, they could be installed, and we'd have at least some power while we get power up and running. I should also think about putting up some lights here, too. And, while I'm saying that, tying this into the power grid so we can see what we're doing over there. And by we, I mean largely me. So tie that into the power grid. Steel, I'm fine on. It's the components we can't do right now. We are researching what mortars. Yeah, not a bad idea. Microelectronics will get me to the multi-analyzer that we've already done, and then we can get into fabrication. I can't... Yes, fabrication creates components. That is very true. Thank you. I have no capacity to make any of those because we don't have the components in the first place. I definitely don't have enough to do the multi-analyzer. Right? Confirm that for me, please. Yeah, I'm missing 8 components. Well, I'm missing a quantity of components. Maybe one more quick scan of the map there. How's the mountain bisecting going these days? Yeah, okay, we're up here. We haven't found anything yet, but, you know, hope springs eternal. All right. Dormitory kind of vaguely done. That's enough room for 5 people. And if I want more, I can just put down sleeping spots or make some more. Oh, hang on. We need a door over here. They're going to be very sad when they can't get into the cooler. Okay, put that over there. Thank you so much. I appreciate your help in these things. All right, make some more biofuel. So go ahead and, yeah, because we're not making any at all, you see. The problem is we're not making any biofuel at all. Make, say, 10 of them, and I will find some more trees for you to annihilate. So go ahead and chop down, I don't know, anything over here. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. How about anything over there? Yep, there's a bunch more. How's this mountain going? Yeah, nothing really in here. There's some steel in here. That's awesome. Not so much really with the component factor of things. I either need to find some or I need a really good trader to come by. Butch, what you doing? You're visiting the grave. The grave of whom? Oh, yeah, okay, this is Doug's, yeah. Doug used to be in charge of tigers. Now you're in charge of tigers. Are you laughing at Doug? Like, ha ha, I'm in charge of tigers now, and you're dead. Sorry, Doug. Sorry. I can't express my sorrow enough. That's really sad that happened. Did we fill these, by the way? A little tiny bit. Not much where we're really going to get anywhere. And then what else do I want to put in here? I'm going to need probably 1 or 2 mech rechargers. Would be a fantastic idea. I could maybe wall off this area and give them somewhat of a recreation area, because they're going to get real fussy when they're out on the road, and they got nothing to do. Okay, we'll have a think about that. We making any progress with the walls? Well, we torn down Wraith's wall. Sorry, Wraith. It's 5 degrees in your room right now. Real sorry about that, kid. That just didn't really work out. Also, we don't store chem fuel here. Actually, why don't we store it up here? That would be much smarter. So how about instead of saying don't store it there, how about we say do store it over here? So how about just like not a bookcase, Dave. You always do that. How about a steel shelf could live, say, here and here. And then just for kind of completing that, why don't we put up a steel shelf sort of here-ish, like that. Okay, that'll just look a little nicer. And then we'll just store chem fuel over there. Make it critical. Make sure that... Oh, okay, things are being moved. We're filling up the tanks at least. Oh, hang on. They're probably not going to be able to get into the tank like that, are they? I bet you they won't be able to fill that tank. Cancel that. Cancel this one. Okay, and then I'll put, give me that small shelf back again. Tuck that guy in here and in here. Yeah, make sure they can actually fuel this thing up. So you're bringing in, I assume you're fueling this up. Throw up to 168 and I don't know where we're going. Or what we're doing, but I'm finishing this darn ship. The first one I built was a camel. Well, it was half a camel. Anyway, it was the vast chunk of a camel. And this one is, well, not a camel, really, I think is our takeaway from this. Not a camel. You're working on this down here, which is cool. This will give me some more room in my kind of production-y area. And why don't we store over here? I noticed that we were doing the neutro amine, neutro amine, there we go. Store that over there, please, instead of where you're storing it right now. We'll kind of keep that down in this region. Next. How did we do up here? Okay, most of this is done. We're just might have... No, we have no more components. Yeah, we've used up all our components on other things. Silly things like launch consoles. Okay. Oh, did you have enough? Hang on. Cooler. Oh, you did have enough. You were probably in transit. Well, that's the last of my components. The last of my components are going into a cooler that I don't actually need right now. Yay, I'm smart. Okay, this is only going to be chem fuel. Chem fuel, thank you. So clear everything except chem fuel. And I don't know if there's rotten chem fuel, but just in case there is, let's not have that there. And that can be critical. And then why don't you also copy that one over to this. Paste that over there. So any chem fuel we got, we'll either throw it in a tank, or we'll put it on a shelf near the tank where the chem fuel is supposed to go. How are we doing on that bill? I know okay, Beta's over here working on it. I know I just asked you to start that. Yeah, you've actually got quite a bit of that done already. Why don't you make a little bit more? Because if we go somewhere, we're gonna need more for the return trip back. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to make a biofuel refinery, power it up, and make biofuel kind of on the fly. And nobody likes to do that. Nobody's into that. So 104 out of that, you're fueling that up, 145. Okay, the tanks will be full fairly soon. Can I get a tiger count, please? So I've got... Alright, so the problem with my tigers is that all the males are sterilized. That was a really good idea when I had other male tigers that weren't sterilized, but now not so much. Everybody's bonding with Butch. Everybody loves Butch. You used to love Doug, now you love Butch. So I'm not going to get any additional tigers, is the problem. I'm tapped out on tigers, as the kids say these days. Hashtag tapped out on tigers. I'm not getting any new tigers because I sterilized them all, which again was a fantastic idea at the time, until the part where the tigers who were not sterilized, who were capable of breeding, died. And look at them hauling all that wood. Oh, they're so good. I'd love to run this thing entirely tiger-based. Just the tigers do everything around here. Tigers are wonderful. Did we power ourselves up here? We all powered up? Yep, we are tied into the grid. So we could go ahead and maybe put a light or two up in here. How about there's a light here? This is all nothing that I need to be doing right now, but we're doing it anyway. And then there's maybe a light here and a light over there. Those are all sensible places for lights. Everybody likes to have lights. Wraith, what are you up to? You're resting. Okay. Is that really oh, this is done. Is that really an efficient use of your time? Probably not, but deconstruct this. Temperature outside is extremely cold. How is it in here? Okay, 66, 59-ish. That's a freezer. That's supposed to be cold. How about bedrooms? Wraith, how is your bedroom these days? Oh, much better. 63, since we put the wall back up. You're welcome. You're welcome. I probably should stop tearing walls down in the middle of winter, but hey, here we are. Let's do some more of those. So how about there's more granite walls like here? Okay, just pick them off a little bit at a time without the roof actually falling down. And then maybe a little bit more over here. And then maybe like, I don't know, a bit in there. Just pick it away a little bit. There's not really much else for the gang to be doing right now until we get some more components. There's pretty much nothing I can do. It's 23 in here, but... really, how often are we in here? We're only in here to do mech-related things. I can't even put the subcore thing up. It's very, very fussy. Sorry, Beta, it's very cold in here. Maybe the biofuel refinery makes things warmer. It probably doesn't. I'm very sorry, but at least you've got a burqa on. That's what I'm going to say to all of that. How'd we do up here? Okay, lights are going on. Things are happening there. Cooler does not actually even need to be cold. It's 10 degrees in here anyway. Because there's no heat. I should put vents in. Vents would be a great idea. Those I can actually do, because that's just steel. So how about we vent here, vent here, vent here, and then maybe I'll put a heater, I don't know, in the dormitory or something. See if we can kind of heat this place up a little bit. It probably won't heat the whole place. I might need a couple of heaters, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. How are we doing on food? 100 meals. Nice. Good. What else are we supposed to be doing here? Fine meals. Okay, so we might get in on that. We're lacking in vegetables because, you know, it's the middle of winter. How about hydroponics, Dave? You're laughing at yourself now, aren't you, Dave? Because what do hydroponics need? Components. Yeah, components. Lots of them. I believe 1 per hydroponic tray. And that's going to be a problem because I have 0 per hydroponic tray right now. This is coming together. Okay, let's keep that planner rolling there. Where am I at on the stone blocks? So we've still got quite a bit of granite kicking around. Let's just make the place slightly less flammable. But Dave, your floors are flammable. Yes, but they're pretty, you see. They're pretty. That's different. Put all these in here. Yeah, this is going along fine. And maybe we'll do the bit up here. Okay, put that in there. And just as I see them, I'll just kind of pick them off. It gives the gang something to do, because we're not really doing much else in the middle of winter. We're not growing anything. We've done mortars. Okay, can't get going until fabrication until I build the multi-analyzer, and I can't build the multi-analyzer. So that's all completely useless to me. Medicine production? Kind of go down a medical front here. How about we start with hospital beds? Because that'll be handy. And then maybe into the vitals monitor. I've done sterile materials. I don't really have a tremendous amount of silver. I got 1630 on the old silver front. How, just for having the conversation, how much would it cost me to do sterile tiles in the hospital? 660. Huh. It's not as terrible as I thought. Do that. Do that. Again, more for giving the gang something to do, but that'll make my hospital slightly, well, cleaner, for one thing. And we do have some art coming in. If a trader does show up that doesn't have components, because if they show up with components, I'm taking nothing but components, we've at least got some things we can sell. We've got an excellent jade sculpture here, a normal one here, and what are we working on up here? Another jade large sculpture. That'll go down well. Why do we have this unfinished weapon here? Lumpy. 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 Why are you not working on your weapon? Why are you asleep? We need better weapons, dude. It's an LMG. We've got to get some better weapons. Oh, Stillwater, what is your problem? What is going on? You're a dislike xenotype, and you hate everyone and everyone hates you, is really the gist of this. You hate everyone and everyone hates you. You would like to indulge in some hardcore narcotics. Smog's gone off. Oh, they're fighting. Oh, good. Super. Hey, Stillwater, why don't you just go get a cup of tea? Okay? That'll solve one of your issues right there. Smog. Not cool, man. Not cool. What do we do? Your kidney's been destroyed. Yeah, lots of bruises here. And lots of bruises again. You guys are just going to have to get over yourselves. Check in on the SS gift box. Oh, this is already starting to look nicer. Already starting to look nicer up here. Beta, what are you doing? You're putting some more chem fuel down there. Great. Great. Let me target some more trees for demolition. We'll just really stockpile on the chem fuel. All right, we've destroyed all of that quadrant. Let's go down here and destroy this quadrant too. And I'm sure there's probably no fishing to do. Yeah, it's ice. We're not doing any fishing over there. So don't worry about that. I do need some veggies. For that, I need hydroponics. And for that, I need components. It's just circular logic is what it is. I always need components, and I don't have any. And I can't get the thing to make components because I don't have any components. You see how this is all is going down. Temp in here, 59. I'm just kind of seeing if I need to put some heaters up. I don't think I do. A steel mining work site. Well, that's just down the road, isn't it? That's just right down the road. Huh. Huh. That's a thought. What's the minimum title I need to trade over here? A knight. And Dweeb, remind me you are... what are you again? You are... So, yes, I know that part. A novice. Okay, so you're terrible at being royal. You're absolutely... they're just not even going to talk to you, man. They're just going to... They're not even going to open the door. They're just going to ignore you. You'll be banging on the door going, "Hi, I would like to trade for some components." And they're like, "No, peasant." And they won't even say that. They're just going to completely ignore you. Now, what else could I be doing up here? Again, think about those rechargers that you can't put up right now because you don't have components. But think about those rechargers in the future. You're going to want to take a mech or two on this little escapade. And then what else? This could be like a storage area. If I might want to put up the capacity to make food while we're on the road. I'm going to put up some shelves and then not do anything with them. So put up steel shelf, like, I don't know, come here. Here and here. And then when they're put up, I'm just going to have them not do anything at all with that. Just keep them completely empty. In fact, let's just have nothing and nothing and nothing. Nothing gets stored over here until I decide what gets stored over here. Wraith, what are you up to? No, seriously, Wraith, what are you up to? Where are you going? Wraith, what's your plan? Oh, you're digging at granite. Yeah, the excavation continues. Haven't found anything good. Tony has lost a skill in rescue. Well, who's supposed to be in charge of animals around here? What is this nonsense? Butch. Butch is in the hospital. Oh, Butch is #1 on art. Butch, just also be #1 on tigers, because I can't have rogue tigers. That sounds like a terrible idea. They're all untrained and fussy and want to eat us in our face. Apparently the chem fuel is done. That gives me, like 245 in chem fuel. Wouldn't mind seeing a little bit more there. Again, for the return trip more than anything. So do, I don't know, like another 5 of those. That'll keep us going. Baby Black is growing up. Age of 7. Oh, interesting. Good. So you can do all of those things, which is very, very cool. Also, you can punch people. Teetotaler or super immune, those are both excellent. I mean, it's got to be super immunity. It's got to be. Immunity gain speed plus 30%. Teetotaler is good because it just solves the drug problem. But I would rather have you be super immune. That's an amazing trait. Not only are you less likely to get sick, but if you do, you're going to shake it off very, very quickly. Yeah, we will have that for you. So now, Baby Black, you can do more work. So you can do firefighting. Let's do that. You definitely do basic stuff. I mean, you're good at nothing at all. But you may as well... Oh, you can't do construction yet. You can do mining, though. Put the kid in the mines. Yep. And also, put the kid on plants, even though we're not really going to do much with those right now, because it's the middle of winter. And you could back off cleaning a little bit. We've got a cleaning bot. So focus mostly on mining. Team up with everyone else. Everyone else is doing a mining project up here. And we've got some more steel. That's great. It's so not components, though. Just, I know you've looked on the map like 27 times, man, but just check one more time that there isn't some components peeking out of somewhere. I could think about the Ancient Evil, he says, not really wanting to think about the Ancient Evil. Where is our Ancient Evil here, by the way? It's usually very obvious, and right now it isn't. So I could think about that. That would probably get me some components. And also some insane danger. I didn't do the Ancient Evil on this one, right? 4 different RimWorld runs, guys, going on. 4 different RimWorld runs. I don't know what I've done and what I haven't done. Caravans coming by. Cool. Exotic goods. That might be handy. Probably they will have components. Maybe enough to get me by and do something else. You know, it'd be great. It'd be a component mining site. I can go by and get those, but no. That's simply not happening. Who loves talking to people in general? Dweeb and Stillwater. Stillwater, you want to go chit-chat to these people, please? Let's see what they've got for sale. Did I do the Ancient Evil or not in this one? I'm going to go with a loose knot. Because we've moved so many times. Where is it? All right, figure it out in a sec. They've got ducks. That's very exciting. They've got ducks. They do indeed have components. They've got 13 of them, and I will take all 13 of those. I will find a way to pay for those. I don't know what it is yet, but I will find a way. Look, the idea of Sentient Tiger is awesome. It doesn't really seem to do anything other than making them more trainable and holding on to their training longer. And you just had a notification where tigers are starting to lose their training. But you know what? I think we can keep up. I'm going to sell that because I need the components way more. Got any good books? Primer on carpentry. Ooh, construction and animals up? Oh yeah, I'm taking that. Definitely. Now what are these sculptures can we get rid of here? 282 on that, 422 on that one, and 538 on that. All right, now we got some money coming in. Bionic eye, bionic spine. Oh, that's good. That is super, super good. Bionic spine. Where was that in my Sanguiphage run? Somebody just came by with one for sale. Do you know how many game years it took me to make that? I've got a quantity of plasteel that I'm broadly comfortable with, and more importantly, I have enough to make a grab anchor. Although that being said, you've got... If I wanted to buy all of that, yeah, see, that's a lot of money. Do you have anything else I might want more? Maybe I got 2 advanced components. That's not a bad idea. 2 advanced components. This will be enough to get me the multi-analyzer. And then I can get onto fabrication. I've got 9 right now. Do I want the money? Or do I want, say, a bionic eye or a bionic spine? I really want that bionic eye. You can learn to make these, though. Especially if you get those components and you can get onto fabrication and whatnot, and then advanced fabrication. So what? Maybe I just take that money. I might just take that money and call it a day. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah, just take the money. More importantly, we have components. Okay, get down here and get me, please, my multi-analyzer. Yes, thank you. Pop that guy right in there. 8 components out of whatever it is I just bought there. So that's something anyway. It can at least keep me going in terms of the research game. Speaking of keeping going, let's keep the wall idea going on there. So that and that bit right there. And maybe like that bit in there. Sorry, Smog, we're going to kind of tear your room apart for a sec. All right. What can I do in the meantime? All those shelves are up. That's cool. We're getting more chem fuel coming in. Winter has begun. That is not a surprise. I don't know if we've made any parkas. Have we made any parkas at all? No. No, not one at all. Who's supposed to be tailoring? We've got so many things going on right now. Largely Lumpy, but he's also super concerned with research. Beta... Yeah, Beta, I'm going to put you on number 1 for both of those. Yeah, and Butch, we're going to need a lot more art coming in because we just sold all of our art. Ooh, they tore my wall down. Excellent. So let's do, yeah, make some small sculptures. You're already making a couple of large ones. Let's do some wood flooring in here, like that. Okay. How do we do on the hospital, by the way? It's plugging along. It's plugging along. We're slow but steady progress down here. The wall reconstruction is going much, much faster. This is going along pretty well. Let's start to move some things around. So let's move that, say, up there. And that chair that's hiding under there, let's put that sort of right next to it. And then I can think about the fabrication bench being down in here somewhere. This is already starting to look better. Now what? Next. Next. Yes, I see your ducks. Thank you. No, I'm not interested in ducks. Not at this time. Thank you very much. And we're going back to do the mining up here. No components. Let me go reinvestigate the Ancient Evil thing. It's usually very easy to spot because it's a wall instead of, you know, a rock. So what? Raphael's shame. Okay. A 19-year-old apocalypse survivor begging to join me. And there's a threat. Oh, absolutely. Why would I not accept Raphael? Sure. Come on in, kid. This can't possibly end poorly. Come on in. No, that's totally chill. Raphael, welcome to the team. Who are you? How terrible are you, first of all? Oh, yeah, you're pretty terrible. The nude doctrine. I've got another nudist. Oh, excellent. And you're an ascetic. So you don't like anything. You don't want to wear clothes. You don't want a nice bedroom. You just, wow. Talk about simple living. You can't do anything. You're terrible. You can shoot a gun. That's about all you can do. Actually, you might be one of my more social people. Okay, let's begin to sort you out then. So I've got a brand new nudist. Excellent. Raphael, you're wearing clothing. Is that, like, something you want to do? Because I kind of assumed you were against that sort of thing. We've done hospital beds. Okay, Raphael, everything's kind of popping off right now, as the kids say, popping off. We must have done the multi-analyzer, because now we can get into fabrication. Raphael, would you like to be a nudist? Because I'm more than happy for you to be buck naked. Why don't she... it's freezing out, but just go ahead and be a nudist. I'm so happy to have another nudist back on board. And why don't you go get armed, because you can shoot a gun. So what if you went... no, not the recurve bow. I'm not really feeling that. Auto pistol. I've got to get some better weapons in here. Go get a rifle. Yeah, you can just take all your clothes off, kid. I don't care. And what are you going to do around here? The thing is, you're actually not very good. So that means when you're not very good, that usually means I'm going to pump you 100% into mining. Because that. So even though you have a 0 skill in mining, you're going to go do that. And also you can hunt things. And everybody does these things whether they like it or not. So do all of those things. You can maybe clean up and haul things a little bit. Focus primarily on the mining. It's going to take you days to get one tile out. But eventually you will get better. I will force you to get better over time. You're not genetically terrible at it. You will learn this skill. You're a kind ascetic misanthropist. Let me see what I can work out for a bedroom for you of some sort. I don't actually really have a dedicated bedroom. Yeah, everyone's kind of taken the bedrooms. I could make maybe something else over here. Get rid of, what was I growing here? Cotton? Okay, well, it's the middle of winter. Get rid of that. And let's put up maybe another bedroom over here that is absolutely terrible. How are we doing in the stone block game? Still got a good bit of granite coming in. Actually, make it out of slate. He won't care. So, slate, like that. And then let's kind of make this into an entryway. So how about there's a slate door there, and then just a wooden door here. And we're going to need some kind of temperature control. So how about we did a vent here, and actually probably one there too. That room's probably quite cold, isn't it? 55, not terrible, but not great. Okay, and there's something coming for you, Raphael, my new nudist. Welcome. I'm glad you don't enjoy clothing. We've had nudists in the past. They're dead. Just, just as a heads up. This is our spaceship, by the way. It's the SS gift box. It's boxy. It is the most ideal shape in terms of efficiency for a spaceship. We're a little shy on food. I'm not seeing those shelves as full as I might like them. How about we went out and slaughtered a bunch of yaks? How about that was the thing that happened? And then maybe this fox, because he vaguely annoys me. And then that will help with the whole not having a whole bunch of food. Where are we at? We got 56 meals. That's much, much less than I might imagine. Dweeb, I've just opened this colony's doors to everyone, and you actually hate that. In the ideal setting, you just wanted to live alone with some bots. The Blackhano are here. That's cool. People should probably... Where is the runaway zone these days? Does it even make sense? Yeah, kind of vaguely. So everybody be in the runaway zone, and all of the mechs be in the runaway zone, and all of the animals be in the runaway zone. Oh, Raphael, heads up. We have tigers. Lots of them. Lots of them. So, if you see a tiger, don't like panic. They're supposed to be here. Wait, are they coming right in here? Oh, okay, we need a team immediately. How many of you people are armed? Stillwater, yep, Wraith, yep, and I need Butch on board anyway because Butch is in charge of the tigers. Oh, and Baby Black, yeah, you're actually pretty good at punching people, so we'll hold you in reserve. Everybody on board, please. Everyone come over here. Yeah, I guess they're... Oh, never mind. Everybody come over here. Everybody come over here. Bring a tiger. If you could, bring a tiger, that'd be great. All right, everybody slow down. Somebody open up this door before they pop out, just so they don't trash the room. All right, now get back here. All right, everybody... Baby, we're going to, again, hold you in reserve. And obviously, everybody release a tiger. Yeah, every tigers ahoy. All right, okay, there the tigers have solved all of my problems. There we go. The tigers have dealt with everything at this point. Yeah, tigers away. Tigers attack this guy. There we go. Just go. Yeah, he's fine. Okay, done. Yep, they're fleeing. I'm not surprised they're fleeing. We killed them with tigers. Okay, back to work. Militor. No, not the Limestone Club. Militor, you can be undrafted. Good job. Kind of forgot you existed, but good job. You seem to be technically alive. Yeah, I mean, in the vaguest sense of the word. So, you're in mind-shattering pain. Wow! You are wicked good at animals, and you're good at cooking. I can't even begin to pronounce that name. I'm just going to call you Howie. All right, so Howie here, kind of smart. Interesting. I'm gonna kind of hold you in abeyance. How about this is now magically a prison? All right, it's just kind of an extra room anyway. So Chella, you want to go grab Howie here? All you guys are off duty. Yeah, you can go back about your business there. There we go. Oh, they dropped 207 silver too. Neat. Yeah, the door, we can close that again. Sorry, Dweeb, they kind of trashed your room a little bit there. A little bit on that. Yeah, how about we capture this person? And see if we might want to Mike Tyson them into loving us. This is all done. They've moved all this stuff around. That is cool. Interesting. Oh, also, there's no heat in this room, is there? Yeah, it's 26 degrees in here. That's somewhat unacceptable. How about we put a heater in there? How about it's not freezing in here? Remind me again who does doctorizing around here. Beta. Beta, you want to go deal with this guy? Oh, it's outside the allowed area. Not for long. Not for long. Don't worry about that. You guys can all be in unrestricted, and the animals can just be in unrestricted. I don't really need Space Camel Alpha anymore. The mechs, I need the Agrahans outside. You can do home, and you can do home. And then the lifter unrestricted, and then you guys can be in the home zone. Show me that Militor again. Did you take a bit of a bump? Dweeb, do you want to go repair that? Yeah, repair Militor too. Okay, back to Beta. Can you go heal Howie here? Kinwit. Anyway, go heal Howie over there. And we'll kind of have a think about you. We'll just see how that's going to go, really. Okay, that was a largely ineffectual raid. And in return for that, I got a naked person who doesn't really do much. Yeah. Oh, you're still drafted, by the way. Back to work, kid. Who's got hypothermia? Oh, yeah, it's Raphael. He's nude. Yeah, not surprising. It's the middle of winter, kid. You're nude. We've been through this before. Bits are going to drop off of you, but you enjoy being nude. You do enjoy that, right? Like, you're into this now. Mediocre. Acetic has... Wait, a mediocre bedroom? Where do you think your bedroom is? Where do you think your bedroom is? You're in the hospital now. What happened to you? Oh, hypothermia. Yeah, no, that's going to happen. Is there any heat in the hospital? But I can't tell. Is there a heater in there? No, that's a tile that we're building. Yeah, probably pump some heat in this room. That seems smart. Yeah, bits will fall off of you, Raphael. Hopefully not important ones. We'll see how it goes, kid. And more importantly, my multi-analyzer is finally up. Oh, how many components do I have left? 5. I'm just like rationing components at this point and just think, okay, I can spend 1 here and 1 over here. And where is my Ancient Evil on this map? Did I already do it? Let me know in comments. Did I already do the Ancient Evil in this run? Was this it? Was it over here? It doesn't. I don't think it would be because we obviously had to tunnel a long way in there. No, that can't possibly be right. Somebody start. Actually, I say somebody start converting. Who is on wardening? That is largely Stillwater. Stillwater, you don't actually believe in our thing, do you? So we're into the temple, and you're into Cave of Victory. Nobody cares about that, man. What is Cave of Victory? What does that mean, Stillwater? Cave of Victory. All right, that sounds kind of low rent, doesn't it? All right, we're into a temple. You're into a cave. Admittedly of victory, so it was good cave overall. I would rather somebody who believed in our nonsense, like Beta, was in charge of wardening. Actually, you're terrible at that. I think we're back to Dweeb again. Dweeb, you're going to be back in charge of wardening. And then we're going to start maybe converting this cat. You're into the sect. Well, isn't that just boring? Couldn't come up with any better name than that. Just the sect. What do you remember? What's your religion? The sect. Woot. So we're going to start converting you a little bit. See how that all works out with you. Hopefully the answer will be, we're going to convert you. And then you'll be... Oh, hang on. Hang on. How many, remind me, for the, not the research bench. I still need to figure out the whole fabrication thing. Yeah, can't put a fabrication bench up, Dave, until you actually have learned, fabrication. So no real reason to worry about that right now. I was thinking about getting some more geothermal going, but, the obvious thing at that is I don't have enough components. Nobody is surprised by that. Really? Did I do the ancient evil here? I'm just sort of talking to myself at this point, which is pretty much the nature of this whole YouTube thing. I just sit here and talk to myself. It's a little odd when you think about it. Just sitting here, and, like when I'm playing a game by myself, I don't talk to myself. But I do it here, and then I record it, and then I put it on the internet. What? Why did I start doing this again? There had to have been a point to this. That yak is almost dead. So if anyone wants to go just take that yak out, that'd be cool. Do we have anything else we could be murdering and eating around here? A few raccoons, sure. Yeah. Porcupines, maybe not so much. You don't want the quills in there. And we could sell that club, maybe, to somebody. I'm not sure whom, but we could sell that club to somebody. Now, everyone's in their proper zones, right? Yes, so yeah, you're all in unrestricted. Animals in unrestricted, so they can go hunt for themselves, and you guys are where you need to be. Excellent. I'd like to, again, Raphael, where do you... Yeah, you're outside. It's 24 degrees outside. Yes, I know I told you to go mining. It's just that bits are going to fall off of you. They might be important. You might want to have those later. Like, dang, I wish that hadn't fallen off. I was enjoying that bit. But, hey, you do you, kid. You want to be outside in the middle of winter, that's fine. Now, you, not so fine. It's 44. Okay, it's technically not... You're not going to die. Not right now, anyway. And the heater is going up now. That'll kind of warm you up a little bit there. Throw an extra blanket on him or something. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with Howie, but he's super good at animals. Super good. That could take Butch off of animal duty. Butch, what else is it that you do around here? You're actually quite good at mining. Yeah, and art. Yeah, I could just put you on full-time art duty. Jubilee of Theft? That's my favorite one. And only plunderers want to do that. No, I don't think we'll bother. Thank you. I don't think we'll bother with that. That's fine. We're just not really in the space to have a party right at this exact second. Not really our ideal there. We'll think about it. If it was the celebration of tigers, yay tigers, then sure. But really, around this colony, isn't every day the celebration of tigers. It is. I mean, look at all my tigers. Unfortunately, without the ability to get any more tigers. Raphael, I see you're back down here in the hospital with bits. So, the heel root's got blighted. You've lost your toe. You're going to be dead in 20 hours. Hey, Beta, can you go heal this cat? Apparently, he's dying soon without a toe. Which heel root is going down? Okay, that's fine. Everything out here is dead anyway. So just somebody go cut all of those down. We're not sewing this, right? Yeah, no, don't sew it. So that's fine. They'll deal with that eventually. Working on a terrible bedroom for you, kid. Working on a super terrible bedroom. Warmer in here now? Yeah, back up to 68, 69. Much, much better. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a real terrible bedroom. You're gonna be naked, sleeping on dirt. I wonder if they'd prefer a sleeping spot. Oh, yeah, we're really losing skills there. Okay, I got it. Butch, I got to take you off art, unfortunately. You got to be #1 on the handling. All right, Tony, one of the Tonys, has lost the ability to attack people. That's kind of their point, is when problems arise, I throw tigers at them. And it worked out great with that last raid. The last raid lasted about 3 seconds. There we go. That's more like it, Butch. Keep training the Tonys here. There we go. Attack chance coming up. Yeah, I know you're going to spend your whole day training tigers. It's just going to be what it has to be. You're going to have to take a break on art a little bit. All right, where are we at with the old research here? Fabrication, we're over a quarter of the way there. That's kind of lumpy. Doing great work down here, kid. Great, great work. How smart are you? You're incredibly smart. You are so unbelievably smart right now. So what have I really accomplished today? We've got the oh, Raphael. Oh, that's your bedroom. Yo, you're right. That is terrible. Oh, yeah, that's just awful. Hey, I'm not surprised you think it's awful. It is. Should probably put some heat up here because it's like literally freezing in this room. Literally freezing. Okay, so this area could be like production and storage. And maybe this area here could be like a little bit of a recreation area when they're out on the road. Just so they have something to do. I give them a poker table. I actually have enough stuff to do that. You want to play poker while you guys are out? We're going to do that. We're going to put some poker up there. Dave, you've blocked off areas to two sides of the table. Yeah, I know. But there'll be plenty of opportunities to play poker. It's fine. I don't want this thing sitting out in the middle of the room like that. There we go. 4 people can play poker. That's plenty. That's absolutely plenty. Maybe after I'm done with fabrication, I just quickly research the television. I could put that in there. And maybe like an armchair or 2 or something like that. I could just put in a couch right now. I've got guinea pig fur. Guinea pig fur couch. I can only fathom how many guinea pigs we had to kill to make a guinea pig fur couch. But I'm doing it anyway. So a nice guinea pig fur couch could sit right there. Okay, a little recreation room for them. A little something a little nicer than what you might expect from a spaceship. This is already better than Space Camel Alpha, even though it looks nothing like a camel. I get that. I understand that. It looks nothing like a camel, but it's way more efficient and works. What are you doing down here, Stillwater? Primer on Carpentry. Great. Our new book. You are reading that. Excellent. That will get you construction and what was it? Animals as well. Good. What are we doing down here? Are we sewing this? Oh, yeah, we probably don't need to bother with that, guys. Yeah, we really don't need to bother with that. It's the middle of winter. There's literally a snowman in the middle of the field. So you're not going to get a lot of rice out of that. Keep picking away at the walls, though. We're kind of running low on granite. Do I have more stone blocks coming in at some point? The bill should still be here, right? Yeah, make any stone blocks forever. Just keep making stone blocks until we run out of anything at all. Okay, what was my point in coming over here? Oh, picking away at the walls a little bit. So we're kind of running low on granite. Let's do something out of slate. Do like, I don't know, those ones? Maybe those ones there. Maybe those ones in there. There we go. Probably things won't fall down. He hopes. Probably things won't fall down. How much do you believe in your nonsense? Are we going to be here a while? It's coming down. Coming down. You hate everyone. Yeah, I'm not surprised. You tried to kill us. And you were specifically angry at Raphael for some reason that we can't adequately divine. Smog's had a heart attack. Well, that's very fussy of you. Is anyone local? Baby Black. Could you go... We'll never do... I don't want you to tend to him. I want you to rescue him if necessary. Okay, you can tend to Smog. And you got a 3.4% chance of romancing Smog. Not very good. Don't bet on that one. So Smog, sorry about the heart attack. How's that working out for you? Yeah, you've had a very painful heart attack. Artery blockage. Could we... Do I know prosthetics? Can I whip you up a quick heart? Gun turrets, more... Yeah, prosthetics. Yeah, Tony's losing skills again. I can't have rogue tigers. Can somebody whip this cat up a quick heart? It can't possibly be that hard. So, yeah, make a prosthetic heart for him. And we'll see if we can tack that in at some point. We have done the sterile floors. And I figured out hospital bed. That's more components, though. How much for those? Like, how much is a good hospital bed these days? 5. I can't even make one. 5 components. I can't even make a single hospital bed. I'm blowing all my components on heaters in the middle of winter. And I'm heating a ship that I don't need, but Raphael's over here. So until I get his bedroom under control. How's his bedroom? Oh, his bedroom's under control. Cool. What's the temper in there? 60-ish? I can kind of live with that. The important thing is, can Raphael live with it? So that's it. 1 bed. I'll give you a light. Okay, you can have a light over there. And you're going to sleep on dirt. There's going to be a dirt floor. Because you're going to love it. You're going to love it because it's so awful. You're like, this is the worst bedroom ever. I am naked and uncomfortable. This is like perfect. Absolutely perfect. Who needs rescue now? Oh, it's Smog again. Beta. Oh, never mind. A tiger got it. Yeah, the tiger got it taken care of. Okay. Beta, could you get up and deal with Smog again? Apparently Smog keeps falling over. Yeah, it's the artery. It's a debilitating heart attack. Hang on, we're going to trade with Pumpville. What's up? 20 t-shirts. Uh-huh. For a little bit of hyperweave and a whole lot of jade. Or a persona core. I could make a different spaceship that will take us off the planet, even though I could work on getting off the planet myself. Just not out of orbit. 20 t-shirts. I could probably bang that out fairly quickly. Is it worth it? That is a lot of jade. Where is Pumpville, first of all? Where are you? Where are we? Oh boy, that's an awful long way away, isn't it? Even in the SS gift box, that's going to be multiple jumps to get over there. No, I'm good, man. No, thank you. I appreciate you coming by, but no, we're gonna say no on that one. Thank you very much. Oh, what? A mad boomalope. Neat. Is it? Yeah, see, it's like right where we are, which is not good. Team, can you kind of come over here, and then shoot this thing? Like come like farther away from it. Like where it isn't, if you could, because when it shoots, it's going to go boom. Hence the name Boom-a-lope. And yeah, okay, shooting, maybe more shooting. There we go, it's boomed. Okay, everyone can go off duty. Thanks, team. Thanks for coming by. Stillwater and Baby down here doing some work. Okay, lots and lots of steel. Not really so much on the old component factor, and nothing that we're finding in here. Alright, keep the bisection going then. There's nothing else really we're going to do, so keep bisecting that. And maybe, I don't know, run one over there. It's just, I'm gambling is all it is. Maybe there's something in here, maybe there isn't. That, and I don't know, we can maybe go over like that. Oh no, we've made it go away. We could maybe go over like that. Okay, see if there's anything living in there. And by living, I mean components. And by components, I mean something we can mine that's not alive. And, oh, you dropped your gun there, Smog. Smog, can we readdress you? Where did you go? Dude, you just had a heart attack. Should you maybe chill for a bit? I love the fact you made the poker table. That's awesome. That's great. Now you're going to make a couch. Do you maybe want to, like, relax for a bit? We've made a masterwork what? A masterwork dining chair. Good for you, Smog. Good for you. Right out of that heart attack, right into masterwork crafting. What is your crafting? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, 15. I say crafting, I meant construction, building things. That's what I meant. Yeah, pretty good. 15 with a passion. That's probably an excellent place to call it on RimWorld. For today, the SS gift box, looking good. Raphael's here. He's naked, and he hates nice things. So very, very easy to please on the Raphael front. Bits are already dropping off of him, but that's to be expected. And by the way, Dave, you don't need 2 heaters down here. You did put a heater down here. You just couldn't see it because of the tile that was being built at the time. Great, that might be one reclaimed component. I need that thing. Guys, do please keep the comments coming in. Let me know what you're thinking of this. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours. We'll see you next time. Citizens Dropgo, everything is under control. This is not a fire. This is not a fire. This is an aggressive urban redevelopment program. Increase the boa constrictor education rating. Big snake, keep away. Are you all smarter now? Oh, you have a migraine or a rattlesnake bite. Well, this is wicked simple, Linda. Have you been bitten by a snake? If the answer is no, then it's a migraine. No, I'm waving, though.
Oh,
I'm waving.
Though. That's exciting.
I'm waving very frantically.
How are you doing that?
Now,
How are you doing that?
I can't with this.
Oh.
I can't.
This is it. Right. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in.